All right. Um, Happy Monday. If you're watching on replay, put in the comments, hashtag replay. Give me just a minute to get everything set up. All right, Melissa's giving me the thumbs up. That's good, except I didn't pin myself. So right now you guys might see Melissa. Hang on. Ah, there we go. All right, so we'll give everybody a couple minutes to pop on. It's been a couple weeks. I'm a little out of practice and I'm a little tired, you guys. As you're coming on, tell me hi. Tell me what you're working on if you're working on a project. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Liz from South Carolina. Nice. Liz, I saw your name pop up the other day and I was thinking, oh, there's a face I haven't seen in a while. I hope you're doing well. Um, Hope things are going well for you. Hi, E. No, maybe I can get a row knitted while we're giving everybody a minute or two to pop on. Joyce working on round 7 socks, even though I haven't finished round 6. Yeah, Joyce was in here working on round 6 socks last week, and the round 7 socks we're calling her name. We're singing much more of healing to her. So Brenda finished your scrappy. Awesome. Jackie working on your Felix. Jackie, I'm working on one too. I'm going to talk a little bit about it today. Brenda, you're gonna have to wear yours in when you come in on Friday. And I forgot to take a picture of your outfits this past week, I think. Chris, hi. Working on Casapinka. Nicole working on your Harper scarf. Awesome. Pink agave shawl. Cool. All kinds of stuff, you guys. That's excellent. Hi, Cindy. Always excellent. We'd love to see you. Okay, well, it's 7, so we're a little after. So we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is June 3rd. Can you guys believe it's June already? I cannot even believe it. Though I was just typing things to get the header set up for the YouTube video. And first I went to type April and then I went to type July. I just can't keep it straight, I don't think. But it is June. Can't believe Memorial Weekend has come and gone. We'll talk a little bit about what's been going on here over the last week or so. But so this is Monday Motivation. My name is Kristen. I am the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SBRC Marketplace. We are all back to our normal hours now. So Wednesday through Saturday, the whole inside farmers market is open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the yarn store is open 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. Thank you, Aunt Jackie. I'm glad to be back, and I'll talk about my pretty sweater in a minute. So Monday nights, as a reminder, Deb has drop-in knitting help from 6:30 to 8:30 in the front lobby. Thursday is social knitting here in the shop. Anytime, I don't know, the girls start showing up sometime around 4:30 or 5, and they're here until they decide to go. I did want to mention that knitting at the farm, which is the farm at Apple Acres out in Bay City on Salzburg Road, was supposed to happen this past Sunday, yesterday. But because of the kind of overcast, misty weather, they postponed it until this coming Sunday. So they will be, weather permitting, they will be at the farm at Apple Acres out on Salzburg between 3 and 4 Mile, starting at 1 o'clock. And they have the petting zoo there. They have the apple trees you can sit under to be in the shade. As a reminder, bring a chair or a blanket to sit on. As amazingly as it could. On the big TV. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Yeah, so Melissa put on there as a reminder, if for some reason you have problems with the YouTube feed, you can go to Facebook. If you have problems with the Facebook feed, you can go to YouTube. We're streaming live both at the same time. And let's see what else for upcoming events. The yarn crawls are coming up, but we've kind of hashed those out, so I won't talk too much about them right now. The next kind of big thing happening is the 4-day knit along that starts July 3rd, and that is the 4-day sweater knit along that Olive Knits does every year. I believe this is the sixth one that she's done. No, I can't remember, but it happens to be what I'm wearing. So this year, the pattern is called Spill the Tea. About a week ago, she released the pattern on Ravelry to be pre-ordered. So you can purchase the pattern right now, but all you get is like 6 or 7 pages of all the preliminary info, a timeline, materials, swatches, yarn suggestions. And so this time it is a tee/vest. I'm wearing mine more as a tee, and I do apologize. I finished it on Friday and I was supposed to wash it and block it over the weekend, and I didn't, which I realized this morning, and then it was too late to wash it and block it. Although mine is done in bamboo pop, you could throw it in the dryer, but it wasn't quite ready to do that yet. So the pattern is called Spill the Tea. It is knit with sport weight yarn. Bear with me for just a second. I'm trying to get to the end of my row. I'm almost there. I used bamboo pop for mine. It takes 3 colors. You only need a scant amount of your 2 contrast colors. So we tried to pick some options that wouldn't break the bank. So here is her preview photo. This is more of the cropped version. She gives you options for 3 different lengths, 13, 15, or 17 inches from the underarm. So this one would be the 13 inches. The one I'm wearing is 15 inches. If you did 17, if you were a long torsoed person or liked more of a tunic length, the 17-inch would be good. Obviously that's going to affect your yarn requirements if you knit a longer shoulder to underarm, lower body, 13 to 17. Maybe she takes that into consideration because her schematic does show so if you purchase the pattern on Ravelry, either on your own or through us, this is what you would get. You would get yardage for the 3 colors, yarn ideas, needle sizes, measurements, and a little guide on how to choose your size. And some of the things she says about this year's pattern, because there is a little bit of lace to it. It's a quick knit because there is no shaping. It is bottom up, which I don't think she's done a bottom up for one of her 4-day sweaters before. Easy to memorize lace, an option to do the cropped body, which obviously is going to take less time than if you did a full length. No sleeves, V-neck. Oh, 8 years. This is the 8th one. If I read all of the things, I would know that. So, yeah, she's got a few different photos in the pre-sale, the pre-release, she's calling it, but I can stand up and show you mine. So again, this is the size range goes from 36-inch bust up to a 68-inch bust, finished measurement of the top. And she talked about 4 inches, designed to be worn with about 4 inches of positive ease. So I did the smallest size. I did the 36. That's what this measures. So even though it's not been, reading is for the weak, yes. Even though it's not been blocked, it does measure the schematics the way it's written. So blocking will just even everything out a little bit nicely. So 36 inches than the bust measurement. It is more fitted than I anticipated it to be, but some of that too is probably the bamboo pop yarn. And 15 inches from the bottom to where you do the underarm. But it's just some simple lace. I have kind of a little white tank top on under it because obviously otherwise you could see a little bit, but I'm wearing it more like a top than a vest. I'm not the type of person that would layer a longer sleeve shirt under it, but she's got there's this photo too that shows how it looks really cute with just a denim top under it. So the two contrast colors for mine, I use the turquoise as the main color. And then rosy, they call this kind of, I would call it more of a sand color, and marmalade as the two contrast colors. So it's just a fun, beachy feel and design. You pick up and do the neckline after, some center double decreases. You pick up and do the sleeves after. There were a couple little hiccups that I had, but I'm attributing those to the fact that what we get as shop owners is not the final version of the pattern. A lot of times we get the one that hasn't quite been through all the test knitting and tech editing. So I had to take out one of the fronts in order to make my V match, the decreases for my V match, because I had a little bit of issues with that. Just aesthetically, I wasn't crazy about it. But I did put all of the notes in Ravelry, so we have access to all of the little modifications I made. But hopefully those will change by the time she gets to actually releasing the pattern. So bamboo pop is a great option. It's an affordable option. They run $11.99, and you would need anywhere from 3 to 6 balls of your main color. For any of these yarn options that I'm talking about, you only need 1 skein or ball each of your 2 contrast colors. You really don't need very much at all. So the bamboo pop is a good option for that. It is 50-50 cotton and bamboo. Oh, there we go. Melissa put my project notes in there. I don't have a formal picture yet. Just a little selfie I took earlier today wearing this, but we'll get there. 2 other options would be Remix Light. It would be a great lightweight option for this. Again, a good price point with these having 432 yards in a full skein. You would need anywhere from 3 to 4 of your main color of the Remix Light, and we have quite a few of the colors, if not all of them, because we love this yarn. Used it for quite a few things. And the other option, which I thought would be really nice, but I used this yarn for last year's and I didn't want to repeat the same thing, would be Susuro. Malabrigo Susuro. So Susuro is a blend of silk and linen and wool that just has a great summery feel. Like I said, I used this yarn for the lemon spritz last year, the red one that we've got here on display. And quite a few of you used it and fell in love with just the feel of it. That linen softens up. The silk is nice and shiny. So any of those would be an option. You would need anywhere from 3 to 5 of the Susuro, depending on. I feel like my math is a little bit off on that. Maybe not. Nope. Anywhere from 3 to 5 of the Susuro for your main color of that. Has a little bit more yardage than the bamboo pop. The bamboo pop only has 292 yards. Susuro has 325. Yeah, Remix works up really nicely. All great options. So we have for the Susuro and the bamboo pop, we have some colors in stock, but of course can put orders in for other colors as well. So if that is something you're thinking about doing, get with us sooner rather than later. We would be happy to put colors together for you and come up with some good combinations. So that's what I finished and that's what I'm wearing. I do have another finished project to show you. It's not mine, it's Nicole's, but It turned out so cool and I needed to show it off. It is a crochet shawl called Crescent Puff. So this takes one skein of fingering weight assigned pooling yarn. So this is kind of the purple version of the yarn that Nicole used. So mostly brown with a little pop of purple. This one was mostly brown with a little pop of the kind of the tealy turquoisey color, but it turned out so cool. And it's pretty simple, just double crochets. Then you do these little clusters when you come to that the contrast color, and you get this cool little meshy. It's hard to see because it kind of blends in with my top, but this cool little meshy look. Something fun and different. One skein project. I was looking through what we have for assigned pooling yarns. We don't have a whole lot left. We've got a couple skeins of I think I've got 3 of the brown with the purple, and they don't actually have a color name. These are all one-of-a-kind skeins that we got last year in Chicago. I have one of the lighter tan with green. I have one violet fields, which this one would knit up to look like. Somewhere I have my mom's version of the one skein knit shawl that uses this yarn, but the greens with the purples, that's Violet Fields. And then one skein of this little one-of-a-kind guy, which is greens and blues and teals with this pop of like chartreusey lime green in there. Those are all $35 a piece. It is a smushy with cashmere, so merino cashmere nylon. Loveliness, 4 ounces, 400 yards. And that's the last of the assigned pooling yarns that we have here, you guys. But I just thought it was so cool. I'm glad she left it here for me to be able to show off. And pretty decent size for a one skein crochet project too. Substantial. So not my finished project, but somebody's finished project, and had to show it off. What I am working on, I told myself I was going to get back to the cabled coat. I did not. I decided to start a new project because we got some new yarns in the shop. And one of those new yarns is Plymouth Viento 100. So this is, Viento is a yarn that Plymouth had in 50-gram hanks. Now they've switched them to 100-gram hanks. And this is 70% baby alpaca, 30% bamboo in this big squishy skein of loveliness. It's this chainette construction. So it's really lightweight, not dense at all. And because of that chainette construction with the bamboo and the alpaca, it should hold its shape fairly well. So this is kind of a heavy worsted Aran weight yarn, 100 grams and 196 yards. So I decided we needed a sample with this. And I'm working on, Jackie mentioned at the beginning, she's working on her Felix cardigan. And I'm working on my Felix cardigan. So there is a pullover and a cardigan version of this pattern. I know Monica and I think a few others of you have done this pattern before. It's top down. Instead of having traditional raglan make one left and right increases, it's got just these little eyelets that are in the sleeves, which I can show you because it's going pretty quickly. So this is how you do the increases for the front and back of the sleeves. So there's, here we go, this way, my front and my sleeve. So you'll see these on both sides. And it's on high gel size. I'm on size 10.5 needles. So this is going pretty quickly. I started this Friday. I really didn't work on it a whole lot over the weekend. So it's not super loose and airy though. So I did a swatch because it calls for, I think it calls for tens. Eights for the sleeve cuffs and 10 for the main needle. So I swatched on nines, tens, and 10.5s. And my gauge was actually still a little bit tight with the 10.5s, but I think there will be enough weight with the sweater done that it'll work the way it's supposed to. So nines, tens, 10.5s. I did these little pearl bumps. I couldn't figure out how to do a half size, so I added a little yarn over in there. At least I know what that means. But this yarn is so stretchy and squishy. This is going to be just the greatest lightweight throw on sweater. It's going to be cozy and lovely. I can't wait to get it done. So like I said, I started Friday. I worked on it a little bit, maybe a little bit Saturday morning, and then a little bit today. And that was it. It's going really quickly. Part of that is because of the needle size. Part of it is because you're not having to stop to do the make one left and the make one right. You're just doing yarn overs. Super simple. So we have this yarn here in the shop in some, I had a beautiful red, but somebody snagged it before I could even put it out on the shelf. But we've got this gorgeous teal color. We've got this, I was gonna say sagey green, but it's not really a sagey green. It's just a beautiful mossy green, maybe. Like shady forest. That's what it makes me think of. The green when you're in the woods, the green that's kind of underneath everything. This beautiful navy that's kind of a, I guess it's more like indigo, like that purpley navy. And they run $24.99 a piece. You would need anywhere from 4 to 6 of them. And we've got them here in the shop, this kind of rusty gold color that I'm using. What they're calling black, which is really just a dark gray, but then they have their light gray too. And natural. So we've got these on an end cap display because they are lovely, and if nothing else, you need to come in and squish them because it's just so squishy. We like squishy yarn. So that's what I'm working on, and that's new yarn for the shop. We also have new little lovey blanket kits. So this is something new that Plymouth just came out with, and it's great for our knitters who like the little crocheted style of loveys. And so they're calling these little kits Cuddle Buddies. Cuddle Buddies. And it comes as a set of 4, I think they're 50 gram, 25 gram acrylic bamboo balls of yarn. So 100 grams total. Each one is 65 yards. So it comes with 4 coordinating colors, and then they come with the little crocheted heads already done. So look how cute that is. So the design gets you this little lovey. We can put the head in the center. See if I can take this out. There's both, and they have both a knit and a crochet version of the pattern. I don't know why this one didn't print in color, but you've got your 4 little blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at there, she's holding it. So it's not a huge thing. It's not like a crib blanket or anything, just a little lovey. But we've got a few different designs. They are $16 a piece, would make great little baby shower gifts if you needed kind of a last minute thing. So we've got the bears that are the neutral colors. I've got 2 of those. A few of them disappeared as soon as I got them out of the bag. I have 2 of the little puppy in the primary colors. Look at how cute he is. Little puppy in the primary colors. Well, Teal's not a primary color, but he's so stinking cute, little color block thing. And then we've got two unicorns. Cute this little unicorn is. Her little ears. Little sleepy eyes. She's so sweet. So this one's got teal or kind of a light teal, light turquoise, cream, blue, and pink. And they coordinate with her little colored mane. So sweet. So I have two of each left. Again, they're $16 each. Would make great little gifts. The patterns are free. Melissa posted links to those. But you could really use, you could almost use like a dishcloth pattern if you wanted to. No cats, no. I think this is a new thing, so they're still trying to figure out what's working and what's not working. So those are the only animals they gave us so far. If they get cats, I'm totally getting the cats. I have a lot of cat people. So that's new for the shop. We do have a few skeins left of Dreaming Colors May pop-up club color, which was Violeteer, they're calling it. So it's their smooshy with cashmere base, 4 ounces, 400 yards, merino cashmere nylon. The photo they had was, I believe, a hummingbird at a flower and all these beautiful blue and green tones. I know I posted a photo when we got the yarn in, but I don't think I've talked about it actually on a Monday motivation. So it's kind of a split amount of the blues and the greens, but then it's got these speckles of red. It's like kind of burgundy red color, little speckles in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So we've got, these are $36 a piece. I've got, looks like 5 of them left. Somebody, I'm guessing Karen, was playing around in here and had these two together, this blue with the sparkle. Look at how gorgeous that would be as a 2 skein project. Deb is wearing her catkin today. That would be a really good option. The Siciliana, I'm looking at the shawls that we have up above the windows to look at good 2 skein projects. Casapinka has quite a few LYS Day 2 skein shawls that she's done in the past, but those two together would just be something gorgeous. So we've got a couple of those left. What else do I have? I have such a pile of stuff around me, you guys. New notions always. We still have a few of the Lotus tote bags. I'm gonna grab those so you can see kind of for reference the size of them. I'll be right back. So surprisingly, we have purple left and we don't have pink left. Usually purple is what goes first. So these Lotus totes are $30 and they're huge. I mean, look at this, you guys. It's as broad as my shoulders. This is obviously, this is the green one. They're all embroidered, just all these gorgeous colors, kind of a rectangular flat bottom, braided handles. It zips closed. It has a zipper pocket on the inside. It's all lined. They are great bags for the value. These are something that have been discontinued from the manufacturer. So I snagged as many as I could because they're gorgeous and we need them in our lives. So I've got 1 lime green left. I've got 2 of the purple. That beautiful purple. All of beautiful purple. And 3, I think 3 of the blue. This one might be my favorite. I love the way the greens pop against the blue. And even the browns in there and the birds. It's birds on here. Such good project bags, you guys. I know you have project bags, but you can never have enough project bags, can you? So $30 a piece. That's the last of what we've got of those. Can snag them in the shop. So that's all the yarn I have to talk about, but I wanted to talk a few minutes about the, if you're local, you may have seen some chit chat one way or the other about how the last 10 or 12 days of having the Memorial Cup here in Saginaw have gone. The articles were pretty accurate in that, we anticipated, I think the city anticipated that there would be a lot more of an influx of people into the old town and downtown area, and that didn't really seem to happen. We're not quite sure what the reason was for it, but I'm thankful that as a yarn store, we don't have perishable items. We didn't have to put a lot into excess inventory or plan for potentially having to make food for more people, anything like that. We did see some out-of-towners come through, which was great. And also with the outdoor event that we had, the Shop Sensational Saginaw set up, it brought a lot more local people in as well. It still kind of surprises us when after 6 years of being here, there are still people that are local to the area who have not been here before, didn't know this building was here or what was in it. So it's great that any sort of event brings those people in. And I think we had a lot of that this past week. So that's good. It was a lot for a lot of the vendors to be open that many days in a row, whether we were swamped or not. It's just a lot of days in a row to be open. I did want to just kind of give a shout out to Making Bacon. Many of you know Barbara. She is a knitter. She is a friend of mine. She has a food truck and she also has her business here in the marketplace. They had kind of a series of unfortunate events happen and also planned on being shut down this coming week in order to regroup after having been open for 11 straight days. So they are closed this week, but I want to put out there to you, if you know any businesses that want to offer any sort of catering or rewards bonus for like an employee appreciation day. They do a lot of events like that. They do breakfast burritos. They can do platters or like trays of mac and cheese and pulled pork. If you know anybody who's doing parties or private events or anything like that, please keep Making Bacon in mind. Like I said, she's a customer, she's a friend first. She is a woman-owned business. She is a one-woman show, and it just, she's doing a lot, and any love we can show her way is always, you all know I like to spread the love as much as I can and support the other businesses as much as I can, and Barbara's is one of many that I love to support in here. Yeah, the hotels are not downtown. We really were hoping with the Dow not being very far away and people having to come down to the Dow for the games, they would wander this direction or take the bus. They kind of had the buses looping through Old Town and downtown, and it just wasn't happening the way we hoped it would. So, you know, we will regroup and we will get back to every day appreciating the customers that keep coming back to us and the new ones that find us. The girls did tell me that on Saturday they had a woman come in who came here because she heard about our store on an airplane flight from somebody that she was sitting near. I don't quite know all the details about it, but that's amazing. And I appreciate when people rave about our shop and spread the word and um, allow us to spread the Yarny love to others. So I thought that was kind of fun. We're even getting talked about on planes. And it wasn't even like one of us doing it. What else do I have in my notes? I am going to try and post pictures later. The Saginaw hosted a bunny scavenger hunt with the big bunny sculptures that they have. They had 21 different locations around Frankenmuth, Bridgeport, and Saginaw area. You saw they had your awesome. Melissa's boyfriend's even spreading the word. I love it. So the bunnies are around. Yesterday was the last day to participate in a scavenger hunt where you could win prizes. And so Victoria and I decided that's what we were going to do yesterday with our mother-daughter Sunday. We did stop at Creation and get coffee, but we made it to 18 of the 21 bunnies. And I was that mom that told her she needed to be in her cap and gown and we were going to do selfies with all the bunnies. So we did that in the little bit of a drizzly, rainy weather we had yesterday. So that was our kind of our support small Sunday yesterday. And but I know you guys love to see pictures of her. So I've got pictures of her in her cap and gown. Graduation is done. Like all of you, there's just a lot going on in life. Now it's getting ready for her to get everything set to get off to college in the fall. I put an offer on a house, so I might be buying a house soon. Just life is happening, you guys. But I'm happy that coming to work on the days that I have to be here is not a stressful thing. It's a wonderful thing to be able to love what you do every day, and love the people that you're around. And we're thankful to be able to have that. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on around here. Things in June are going to be pretty quiet. July kicks off with the 4-day knit along for the spill the tea top. And then after that is the yarn crawls. We talked about those. Those are, I'm looking back at the notes. July 11th through 20th for the middle of the mitten, and July 26th through August 4th for the Heartland Yarn Adventure. We do have passports now for the Heartland Yarn Adventure. Those have come in, so I've got those here in the store. And then we've got the bags, the totes, and the passports for the middle of the mitten yarn crawl as well. So you can purchase those on the website, pick them up in the store, or just come right in and get them from us. And we'll have them until we don't have any more. But even if you don't participate, they're always great reference guides to have. The Heartland Yarn Adventure has like 80 some shops listed in a 3-4 state area. So that's great if you're doing any road trips to have as a reference of different yarn stores in different areas. So that's coming up in July. And somewhere in there also is Worldwide Knit Public Day. I don't have that right in front of me, but I know that's coming up too. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep right on plugging along. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Is it this weekend, Julie? Oh man. That's probably how it would go, because that's how my life would go. Looked at the Heartland reference guide. Oh, cool. So Worldwide Knit and Public Day is this Saturday. Probably we should do something for that. We're gonna knit in public. We're gonna take over as many spots as we can around the marketplace. If the weather's nice, we can sit out front like we did last year. If it's too hot, we can sit in here. We can take over the front lobby. We can take over some of the atrium. There's seating up above the atrium. We're we're just gonna do what we do, but like amp it up. Get as many people in here as we can, knitting and crocheting. So everybody is welcome to come. The market is open 11 to 7, so we probably will plan to do knitting in public from 11 to 3 or 4 as more of a formal gathering. Yes, and I talked to a couple of the girls at the Saginaw Library, and they were talking about coming here to do the Knit in Public Day. I know Yolanda mentioned that to me. She works over at the library, so maybe that's happening too, which would be awesome. So yeah, I'm not quite out of the woods with events yet for this month. 2 knitting days, yes, Knit in Public here on Saturday, and then the farm at Apple Acres on Sunday. Why not? We'll just be knitting in all the public places. Okay. Now that's all I have. I'm glad that came up kind of at the last minute. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope you are inspired to start some projects or finish some projects or just keep plugging away on things. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. I am. My tan's not quite as intense as it should be this time of year, but I just need to get out and mow the lawn a little bit more and absorb some sunshine a little bit more. But I hope you're able to do that, or you're enjoying going up north or traveling or camping or yard work, whatever it is that you like to do when the weather is nice. So, or come in here and hang out with us or knit on the patio. Yeah, it's what we all should be doing all summer. So I hope everybody has a great week. If I don't see you here in the shop sometime this coming week, I will be right back here next Monday at 7.